Hello there. Today we are going to play the first episode of Flying Math. Do you like flying? I certainly do. There's something very special about flying. I don't know what it is, but when you get a chance to fly, you should try it out. Today our hero Yassine is going to his first day at a brand new school. It's gonna be a great day because he gets to meet lots of new friends and learn lots of new stuff. And Yassine loves learning new stuff. As he walks into the school, everything seems normal. Students are in the hallway talking with their friends. Some students are walking by themselves, and some students are walking with their friends. Yassine sees a student that he knows from last year, so he goes over and says hello. But then Yassine feels something strange. It's the ground beneath him seems to be floating up into the air. He looks down and realizes that the tiles on the floor are actually fish. The fish are swimming in a stream. That doesn't make any sense. But it also makes Yassine feel very excited, because this school is unlike any other school that he has ever been to before. When the bell rings, all of the students swim over to their classrooms. Yassine finds his classroom and walks inside. All of the desks are gone, but the students are still there. They're all sitting on clouds, and they're all holding on to boxes. As soon as they see Yassine walk in, they start yelling. "Help us, Yassine, help us." Why do they need his help? What's going on? Yassine asks one of the students, "What happened to the desks?" The student turns around and says, "These are our desks now. Our teacher turned them into clouds because today is the first day of flying math class." "Flying math, what's that?" Yassine asks. The student replies, "I don't know, but I think it's going to be fun." Suddenly the door flies open, and in walks a woman wearing a bright yellow raincoat. She has lots of colorful ribbons tied to her arms and legs. "Welcome to Flying Math," she says. "My name is Ms. Whirlwind. Are you ready for your first lesson?" Before anyone can reply, Ms. Whirlwind opens her briefcase. Out pop hundreds of flying numbers. "Today we are going to practice our basic math skills," she says. "It's by catching these flying numbers and solving these problems." Wow, this is not how math class usually starts. This is crazy. The numbers start zooming all around the room. Some are flying high above the ceiling. Others are flying below the floor. Still others are flying in circles. All around Yassine, the other students are trying to catch numbers. Some of them are successful, while others are not. One number zooms right past Yassine. He reaches out his hand, but he misses. Another number floats right in front of him, but before he can do anything, it disappears behind a cloud. Yassine doesn't want to fall behind. He wants to participate. So he takes a deep breath and runs after the flying number. Narrator. After several minutes of chasing numbers all around the classroom, Yassine finally catches number 7. He holds on tight and looks inside. To his surprise, it's alive.
Number 7 says,
"You caught me," in a tiny voice. "Where are you going?" Yassine asks. "It's the multiplication corner," says No. 7. "I'm supposed to go multiply myself by 9. Narrator. Then Yassine had an idea. If he could find all the other numbers, maybe he could solve the multiplication problem together. So Yassine thanks number 7 for its help and runs off to look for more numbers. All around the classroom, Yassine sees numbers flying. Some are flying fast, while others are flying slow. Some are flying high, while others are flying low. Where should he start? Which numbers should he try to catch first? As Yassine continues his search, he hears Ms. Whirlwind say, "Time for your homework." Out of her bag, she pulls a large sheet of paper. On it are 20 multiplication problems. Each problem has one missing number. For example, here's one of the problems. What number multiplied by 6 is equal to 42? As Whirlwind continues, your homework is to go outside, find these numbers, and bring them back here to fill in the missing products. With that, she releases another swarm of flying numbers. Some of them are flying outside through the window. Yassine knows what he has to do. He wants to help his classmates, but he needs to work quickly if he wants to finish his homework. So which numbers should he try to catch first? Well, there are many different ways to solve this problem. You could just chase the numbers randomly and hope to catch the ones you need. Or you could take a moment to think about the problem. Let's take a moment to think about this ourselves. What do we know about multiples of 6? We know that 6 times 1 equals 6. 6 times 2 equals 12. 6 times 3 equals 18. And 6 times 4 equals 24. So if we can catch numbers that are multiples of 6, we might be able to find some of the answers. Let's try that. First, Yassine runs to the window and looks outside. he sees number 6 flying in a tree. "Wait for me," he yells and runs outside, thanks the number for helping with his homework, and returns it to the classroom. Now they have 6 times 1 equals 6. That's one answer. Next, Yassine runs back to the window and looks outside. He sees number 12 hanging upside down on a swing. "Hey, number 12, yells Yassine. "Can you help me with my homework? Please come back to the classroom." Number 12 slowly flies back to the classroom. Yassine thanks the number and they have 6 times 2 equals 12. That's 2 answers. Next, Yassine looks outside and he sees number 18 flying away on a bird. "Excuse me," Yassine calls out, "but can you come back and help me with my homework?" The number looks back, then turns around and flies slowly back to the classroom. Yassine thanks the number for helping, and they have 6 asterisk 3 equals 18. That's 3 answers. Next, Yassine looks outside, and he sees number 24 flying around with a group of bees. "Hey bees," yells Yassine. "Please let number 24 go. I need its help with my homework." The bees stop buzzing, and number 24 flies back to the classroom. Yassine thanks the number, and they have 6 4 equals 24. That's 4 answers. Now Yassine has to find 5 more answers. He looks out the window and sees number 30, then 36, then 42, then 48, and finally 54. Yassine thanks each number for helping and returns them to the classroom. Now he has all 5 answers. Ms. Whirlwind is very proud of Yassine. "You were the first student to finish," she says, "and you found the hidden numbers by using what you already knew. That's smart thinking." Well, that's the end of our first episode. Did you enjoy this story? If so, please click the like button and subscribe. Thank you for watching. I'll see you next time.